folks, welcome back to the program. We're here in beautiful Bjornholm, which means, of course, this is Farm Sim 15. And if you can see out this filthy windshield at all, you may notice a field of bales. I'm just finishing the last field of bales, actually. And by guppies, did we ever get a few. Between these three fields, oh yeah, did we ever get a few. Now, I believe that... Okay, if we turn this off and shut her down, sure enough, we do get that option. Yeah, Buddy Greg was mentioning one time, last time I baled, he said that you can rate at the end of everything. You can actually empty the balers. So let's see what that looks like, shall we? Yeah. Okay, it's right on. And then we can just simply do that. Awesome, and then that allows you to fold it back up. Oh, well, that's just perfect. Nice. Really, really nice. So, what are we doing here? That's the end of the bales, like I say. Now this big dudes, it will haul this baler around at, 60 mile an hour. No problem. Uphill at only slightly less than that. But you turn this on, and you run her up a field like, say, this one, where you end up with quite a bit of grade. I don't know if you guys can actually see how steep this really is, but it is pretty steep. Or, even if we, whoops, I just knocked one of those things over, the municipality is going to be all over me for that one. Even if, oh, you're just going to be stubborn, aren't you? Come on. Thank you. We go over to this field. Same thing. It's pretty darn steep. Oddly enough, you can't really tell from the tractors, but if we get out and we stand here, okay, there, that's level. So, yeah. I kid you not, these are some steep hills. So even this great big 7250, bringing the baler up this hill, she makes about 6 mile an hour. So, yeah. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is after we get the bales out of the field, we are going to switch things up a bit. I think I'll start putting canola down in these three fields and putting any sort of straw crops, i.e. wheat or barley, into the upper fields, because they are just so much flatter. And we could use half the tractor that this is, I think, and still do fairly well. But at the moment, as you can see, they all need harvesting. So that's got to be done. This guy, I'm just bringing him back to the farm, and we are going to, whoa, yeah, he really gets going. It's like you don't even know that baler's on there. So, wow. We do have to, yes we do, have to deal with our corn. So, I was actually going to grab the bale scoop and see how that went, but thinking, we've never actually done the corn. So that'll be something new. I'm just not going to be able to make it from there. We got too much junk in the way. I gotta put some stuff away here, so let's drop our baler. And okay, now this thing seems to be a little bit different than the last one. I believe, yeah, I don't know. You see, you mount square up to it. Now, is that meant to go on the front of your tractor and then throw, well, I guess, otherwise you'd bloody well be driving backwards, wouldn't you? And that's probably why there's a pin hitch on these weights. So let's try something here. Let's do this. Let's drop our weight. Probably should have a heavier weight. And then, let's, I don't think we can get there from this side. So let's whip around here. I don't remember what the recommended horses were on this thing. See, that just doesn't really look all that correct. Well, it does do that. I don't know. What we need to do is zip across the way here, because I'm pretty sure the one trailer we have will hook up to this weight. This guy here. I think might just do it. Alright, so now let's go to our front selection. Okay. Pipe out. Alright, well, I'm going to say that's a good sign. That could have gone really wrong right there. So, now, oh yeah, it's chasing this trailer's like nobody's business. That's wonderful. Okay, let's head back over here to the ever amazing Field 23. So this probably isn't going to be much quicker than the old one, but it should be a heck of a lot easier to use, I would think. So let's lower it down. Let's turn it on. Now I do notice that it does not anywhere there say hire a worker. So let's get on her. Alright, well, she's doing something. And this is a weird way to do this. Like a little tiny harvester. I gotta have a look outside. Oh, well, seems to be a working. Alright, well, 3 little rows at a time, it does seem to be a working. Okay. So we now know that this works. Cool. So, last episode there, the big episode with the Ponzies. Now, the Scorpion King will only do fir trees, apparently. And that does sort of make sense. I thought it might do those, whatever the heck they are, the poplars or whatever, them tall, skinny ones. But they've actually got a lot of pretty thick branches as well, even though they do have a straight main trunk. But there are also, if you look at your map, there are places that are dedicated fir forests. Usually they have dark, almost looks like the Farm Sim 13, the areas that were done for forestry with the dark kind of, forest-looking, humus-looking ground, but that are planted with fir trees. So, I guess that's sort of the idea of what you want to do with that guy, right? Yeah, I'm just going to plow through here and see how we do. Am I even close to a straight line? That's not bad. So I will do an episode where we go in and kind of attack one of those forests. But I think the next time that, in fact, down by our other fields, I have, there's one of those particular forests there, and we will look at it. It's kind of an odd effect, eh? And we will have a look at it when we're down there. But I think what I'm actually going to be doing next time as far as forestry goes is cutting a few trees down by hand, and then we will likely use the buffalo to pick them up and transport them. But rather than, it was convenient to cut trees down where we did, mostly because, well, it was convenient, especially for a Let's Play and sort of a demo of the forestry stuff. But there's actually some trees right up there at the top corner of that one field that I think would make a lot more sense for me to cut down, because they're, well, quite frankly, a little bit of a darned annoyance. Yeah. And, that's usually a good reason, right? It's gotta be one of the good reasons, anyway. Alright, well, I can see that this isn't exactly, Speedy's job, and I can also see that, good effects, though. I can also see why they probably don't let you hire a worker. I don't know that, yeah, because this thing doesn't actually turn sharp enough to come back on the next row type of thing. So you'd have to drive like 60 feet out from the field and then turn around and bring yourself back in, and etc., etc. And I really did a remarkably terrible job of this first go at it. That's okay. We will get to it. Let's, actually, let's get old Billy Bob Fred here on his way. Attaboy. You make me some barley, boy. Ooh, I don't know if I wanted the straw. I guess we can have the straw, sure. Let's go with the straw. What are you doing? Not much anything, huh? Okay. I think what we're gonna do is set you up as the fetcher. So you can get up there and make sure that that harvester has no idle time. Alright. And I think I will go back to chopping up some corn, and hopefully by next episode we'll have a little bit of a silage pit going on. Because I'm going to take some of these wonderful crops that we harvest and see if I can't get us one more contract. And then I'd like to do two things. One, I want to repay the loan, because we are $200,000 in debt. And two, I'd like to buy about $100,000 worth of cows. Yes, indeed. I want to fill the barn with moose. Well, you can see that buying a pressure washer paid off for this. Wow. Neat works, dude. So, but I think until then, guys, I'm going to call her here. You check out the Construction Simulator 2015. Awesome game. Awesome game. I'm really enjoying what I've played of it so far. In fact, I might create a second profile just so I can play without having to wait till the next time I make a video. Which is something I kind of want to do with this too, but I don't. Anyway, enough of my ramblings. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Again, as always, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you care to. This has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks. Well, there's my corn. Ciao for now.